I love it that my kids asked me for a sweet treat. This is so freaking good. Come with me because today I'm going to show you how to make brownie brittle. Let's get started. Today my kids are looking for a sweet treat, and my son wants brownies and my daughter wants chocolate covered pretzels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them the best of both worlds, and we're going to make brownie brittle. It is absolutely delicious. It's quick, it's delicious, and it's going to give them both what they want at the same time. So let's get started. This is so incredibly simple, and you don't need any fancy equipment or anything like that. You just need a bowl and a whisk. We're going to start off with a boxed brownie mix. And I just want to give a shout out to Pillsbury because nothing for nothing, they're one of the only companies that make boxed cake mix and brownie mix that are zero sugar. And listen, we're in a world where we're all on a weight loss journey. This is perfect. You still get to have your sweet treat. It tastes delicious. It doesn't taste any different than the full sugar variety, and you're having less calories. Come on. Now this recipe works both with the zero sugar brownie mix and the traditional brownie mix. So don't worry about it. Use what you like. So I'm putting in a whole box of brownie mix. To that, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of melted butter, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, or any neutral oil that you like, 1/4 cup of water, and 1 egg white. And we're just going to give this a mix. See how simple this was? So many of you have been asking me for recipes that start off with a convenience item, such as boxed brownie mix or a boxed cake mix. So this is a first in a series that I'm going to do for you, right? Can we all make things from scratch? Anybody can make something from scratch. Do we always have the time to make something from scratch? No. This is perfect. And if you're a beginner in the kitchen, this is how you start experimenting. See how quickly and easily that came together? It's going to be very thick. That's what we want. Now we're going to take a sheet tray that I've lined with aluminum foil and I've sprayed with nonstick cooking spray. I like using the aluminum foil for this preparation because you need to spread this out as thin as you possibly can. And if I was to use parchment paper, I'd be chasing it all over the sheet tray. And that's not what I'm looking for. So we're just going to take our brownie batter and we're going to dump it all out onto the sheet tray. And make sure you get it all out. Once you have all of your brownie batter out onto your sheet tray, I'm going to switch to an offset spatula, but you can still continue to use your regular silicone spatula. That's fine. Now we're just going to spread this out all over the sheet tray as thin as you possibly can. So once you have your brownie batter all spread out on your sheet tray, it is going to be very thin. That's exactly what you want. We're making brittle. So we're not making full-on brownies. So I just like to give it a tap on the table, make sure that it's good and level, because that's the only thing that you don't want. You don't want high spots, because you don't want a thick part here and a thin part here. We want it as thin and uniform as we possibly can get it. Now you can add your toppings. So I'm adding, you've been here for a while, my favorite chocolate chips are Lily's chocolate chips. They taste just like traditional milk chocolate chips that you would buy in the grocery store, but they have no added sugar. So I'm just going to sprinkle the top with some chocolate chips. And then I'm using my favorite almonds. These are slivered almonds. They're not sliced, they're slivered. So they look like this. And I'm just going to sprinkle those all over the top. You can use any nut here. You don't have to use a nut at all. You could use walnuts, whatever your little heart desires. This is your brownie brittle. You make it the way you want. I also like to use the almonds because it gives it a little pop of color. Last component, because remember in the beginning of my video I told you my daughter wanted chocolate covered pretzels. So I'm going to take a few of her favorite pretzels. She loves pretzel rods. So I'm just going to take a couple of pretzel rods and I'm going to put it into a zip top bag. And I'm just going to give it a little smack on the table and take my aggressions out on it. This doesn't have to be fine. They could be bigger chunks, smaller chunks. It doesn't matter. This is just going to give us the sweet, salty component to this brownie brittle. Now we're just going to take our pretzel pieces and we're going to just scatter them all over the top like we did with the chocolate chips and the slivered almonds. And there you have it. So we're gonna pop this in a 325-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes, depending on your oven, or just until it's nice and set up. Okay, it's been 20 minutes. I took the brownie brittle out of the oven and I let it cool on the countertop for just about 5 minutes. Now, it's not brittle yet. So what we need to do is we need to cut this up into erratic shapes. It doesn't matter how you cut it up. You can make squares, it doesn't matter. Very similarly to how we break up our Christmas crack. So I'm just gonna start cutting it up, and you could hear it's almost there. It's almost brittle, but it's not. You hear that crunch? Now you're gonna take the pieces that you've just cut up, and you're gonna put them on a parchment-lined baking sheet in a single layer. So we have it all laid out on our sheet pan in a single layer. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop it in a 350-degree oven for 5 to 7 minutes until it cracks. Our brownie brittle is done, and I am super excited to eat this. Take a look. Isn't she gorgeous? I need you to hear the crunch of this brownie brittle. Look at it. Isn't she pretty? Ready? I love that my kids asked me for a sweet treat. This is so freaking good. Guys, you have to try this. You have to make this. Save this video, because I'm telling you right now, this is going to be on repeat in your repertoire of desserts. You're going to run to this every single time you want a sweet treat, because it's so quick and easy to make, and it's so delicious. Now, what we need to do is we need to put this in an airtight container, because I'm going to show you another recipe in my next video, how we're going to use this brownie brittle to a completely different way. Guys, if you want the recipe to my brownie brittle, just comment the word recipe in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to send it to your DM. Or you can click the link in my bio, head over to my Substack, and you can find all of my recipes there. Thanks so much for watching.